What's going on, Jerome? It's a beautiful Monday. Birds are chirping and stuff, and it's time for another Vikings news dump. So the Vikings got one more week, one more stanza of voluntary OTAs before summertime really starts. But some great shots from mandatory minicamp. The future, Justin friggin' Jefferson. Well, Jefferson is the past, the present, and the future. You know, JJ McCarthy is probably just future. Hopefully, Sling and Sam Darnold will get a shot here, but it's good to see. I feel like this is a photo that they saved for the Canton inductions as JJ presents JJ McCarthy into Canton, which would be great. Also, Jordan Addison. I feel like Addison is going to get after things too. Yeah, like also, another Hall of Famer, Jaron Hall in the background. 1-6. What up? What up, man? But JJ McCarthy, yeah, he's working with a third string right now. That probably won't change until deep into training camp. Maybe he'll elevate up to 2. Maybe he won't. Maybe it's whatever. But it's all a part of the plan. Also, I mean, JJ McCarthy's looking really good. I mean, people are so talented, man. This is from McManus Design. Just like the Winter Warrior, you got JJ McCarthy. You got the hand warmers on the back. You got the Michigan black shoes. Just looks good, man. Just looks really, really fantastic. I can't wait to see these in person. I think they're going to be just super pop on TV. It's fantastic, man. Also, so there's some rumor and scuttlebutt about the black uniforms. Although I feel like the black uniforms is my pet project. Like it's my version of Florio trying to trade up for Malik Neighbors and trade Justin Jefferson. But next year in 2025, when the third helmet rule goes into effect, maybe we'll see a little something. Although this looks really, really good. Not gonna lie, it's like the perfect fusing of old school and new school. It doesn't look too Raveny because of the all the yellow that's tossed in there. But I feel like that could look really, really good, man. Yeah, and so I'll take a replica version of this helmet and also a replica version of the Winter Warrior helmet. Although it's like $500, man. It's crazy. Crazy, man. Something's not crazy. So Vikes fan page put this out. Who is the most underrated Vikings player of all time? So can only really speak about my era. Chad Greenway pictured is certainly up there. You know, the pride of Iowa, getting after things. Robert Smith, I feel like was super underrated too. Also, he had some concerns about injuries coming in, but the pride of Ohio State really helped. Was the straw that stirred the drink on that '98 Vikings offense, and plus he just said deuces early before he walked away before he couldn't walk away. And I respect that. And also, he's great in the media now. So, Robert Smith, super underrated. Brian Robinson, B-Rob, I feel like he's certainly up there because he was playing during the time of Jared Allen and Everson Griffin and Daniil Hunter. And so, I feel like B-Rob was always like second best edge rusher on the team. But the way that he was always just team first. And he was just that dude, man. And also, like when Daniil Hunter was ready to start year 2, Brian Robinson, I mean, B-Rob would have been easy for him to have an ego, be like, all right, cut me, I'm going to go somewhere else. But no, he took a pay cut. He played whatever role Patterson and Zimmer wanted from him. He played defensive tackle. He played a stand-up linebacker. He played edge rusher. He did everything, man. So I love and respect Brian Robinson. Also, go back and look at that famous 2006 Rose Bowl between Texas, win the national title, Hook versus USC. Brian Robinson out there, physical freak, wear number 36, which I think is an underrated defensive end number. It's great, man. Also, Scott Studwell. Scott Studwell would average like 20 tackles a game. I feel like that doesn't get its flowers enough. Like Studwell, Matt Blair, there were some bad dudes back in the day, man. Absolutely. Speaking of bad dudes, so Jordan Addison is going to be a bad dude. And the team had some fun with the uniform reveal. So they basically they show the team like a fake dummy of what like sideline gear would look like, and it's just a Gilligan hat with the Jefferson sunglasses and just like the white Walmart polo with the Vikings logo on it. First you get the khakis, then you get the women, and then just some white dad shoes and just like So I love that a lot of the players are just like, ugh. And Addison, respect. That's trash. But Hawkinson, I think it's because Hawkinson is just overly nice. And also Hawkinson's a golfer, and this is like a quasi-golf out. He's like, it's not bad. Something that's not bad is Jalen Speedy Naylor. But Naylor cannot catch a break when it comes to health at bad times. Per Persuasion. Alec Lewis, Vikings wide receiver Jalen Nailor missed the entire minicamp due to an illness. Nailor's NFL career has been plagued with injuries and illnesses. He's a candidate to potentially not make the 53-man roster this season. Quote, Jalen Nailor, who's one of the more impressive Vikings performers throughout the first few organized team activities, was not present this week. The Vikings said he missed workouts due to an illness. Absence has been a theme for the 2022 sixth-round pick out of Michigan State, who lost time last year because of a lower leg injury and concussion. His uncertainty also raises the question, do the Vikings need another receiver beyond Brandon Powell and Trent Sherfield? And it remains to be seen. But I do like Jalen Nailor. I mean, McCardle was pounding the table for him. But, I mean, he's had injury issues going back to Michigan State. And the first, 2.5 years of his career just hasn't worked out either. And I mean, there's a lot of other receivers that are championed at the bit. Sherfield, Powell already has the inside track for receiver 3. Thayer Thomas, Tristan Jackson's worked with the ones. Deshaun Jones as well. So, I mean, it's the best ability is availability, and Nailor just hasn't had that when he needs to. Yeah, it's just unfortunate, man. Something's also unfortunate. So the Lions decided to self-report. On Friday evening, the organization made aware by the NFL and NFLPA that organized team activities practice held the week of blah, 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 violated player work rules pertaining to on-field physical contact, blah, 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 blah. So basically, Dan Campbell, in all of his wisdom, even though the Lions were unpadded, so just helmets and shorts, they were just getting after it in physical contact. Schefter. Lions admitted they violated player work rules pertaining to on-field physical contact, pursuant blah, 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 and they will now forfeit their Monday, June 10th practice. Oh, see, I didn't know that you could just make up your own punishment. See, again, the Lions are the cat's ass, pun intended, right now. The league, they're the crown jewel, they're the league's darling, and just like, you violated the CBA. It's okay. You can just skip a practice. Yeah, we'll let you do that, please. Because I mean, when this happened with Harbaugh and the Ravens like a fistful of years ago, they got docked practice days and they got fined and they lost a draft pick, I believe. But hey, it's okay. The Lions could take day off of practice, have a longer weekend. It's so stupid, man. It's very, very stupid. Something's not stupid. So state by state, you always wonder like who has the best NFL talent. Now Texas certainly stands out. Florida, California, Georgia, but also Pennsylvania. Super underrated. So Tone Diggs, guy on the McAfee show. My all-time Pennsylvania lineup. Could your state beat it? Doubtful. I mean, this is really, really, really damn impressive. Now, a lot of these players are from back in the day. But Pittsburgh, I mean, coal country, tough-ass state, and, first, second, third generation immigrants, and no nonsense, hard work, get after it. You could see why it converted to football so easily. So quarterbacks, Montana, Marino, Johnny Unitas. It's not even listing Joe Namath. Running backs, Tony Dorsett, Curtis Martin, Shady McCoy. It's pretty damn good. Marvin Harrison's from Philly, Andre Reed, Fred Biletnikoff, Ditka and Kyle Pitts. I mean, Jimbo Covert at left tackle, great left tackle for the Bears for a number of years. Eric Williams, a ginormous right tackle for the Cowboys. Mike Munchak is one of the best offensive linemen as well as offensive line coaches in NFL history. Same thing with Russ Grimm. And then center-wise, so you got A.Q. Shipley, solid. And then you got Cement Charlie Chuck Bednarik, who played center and linebacker, which is awesome. Robbie Gould kicking, that's not bad. And then you got Aaron Donald and Joe Klecko. I mean, just shut it down. Jason frickin' Taylor and Micah Parsons on the edge. Chuck Bednarik, Jack Ham, LeVar Arrington as your 3 linebackers. Revis and Ty Law, 2 Hall of Famers. And Revis certainly is in the conversation for the best corner of all time. And then Deron Cherry, Emil Tunnel, and your punchers McAfee. I mean, that's pretty frickin' good, man. I mean, for Minnesota, I know that we have Trey Lance, but I mean, who's the quarterback? Joe Mauer? Maybe. And receivers, we got Thielen. Oh, running back, we got Marion Barber III, rest in power. Receivers, so we got Thielen, we got Decker, we got Ron Johnson, probably. Yeah. Tight end Max Williams, Pride of Waconia. That's it. That's at. Center-wise, hey, we got Pride of Chanhassen and Frank Ragnow. That's really about it, though. I mean, Pennsylvania's kicking everybody's ass. I want to see Pennsylvania versus Florida. Hell, you could just do South Florida, and I feel like that it would be kind of close. But Pennsylvania, super underrated. Again, a lot of these names are from back in the day, but can't sleep on that. Also can't sleep on Chris Carter, one of my first crush. He was my first favorite Viking. Now, it's vacillated over the years, but he was the first, numero uno. Football's greatest moments. Just 6 weeks after being cut by the Eagles before the start of the 1990 season, Chris Carter torched the Philadelphia Eagles for 6 catches, 151 yards, and a pair of touchdowns on Monday Night Football. Vikings lost. They got their asses kicked, but that doesn't matter. But, I mean, just look at this box. Well, so first off, Chris Carter has been very open that he had some personal issues in Philly. And, Buddy Ryan actually did him a favor of waiving him because he knew that he was on a path of self-destruction. So Buddy was actually looking out for him. And the whole genesis of all he does is catch touchdowns was Buddy Ryan's trying to explain to the media why they cut Chris Carter. Because, I mean, Buddy wasn't going to air out CeCe's dirty laundry before CeCe. I mean, that's CeCe's prerogative. But he had to come up with an excuse why you cut a very talented player before the start of the season. That's what he came up with. That's the genesis of the all he does is catch touchdowns, Buddy Ryan. Former Vikings defensive line coach. Again, the 46 defense should have been Keith Millard. But look at the Vikings box score. So Herschel Walker, 3 carries for 3 yards. Thanks for coming out, buddy. This did really good. Rich Gannon, future NFL MVP, 18 for 35. 270, 2-2. Ugh, adios mio. Steve Jordan, Hassan Jones, doing some good things. But CeCe, 6 for $151 and 2. And, I mean, it was really... Chris Carter was that's back when he was spry. That's when he was getting yards after catch. That was pretty damn amazing, man. That's a great box score. Also great. So again, football greatest moments. It's a great account to follow. A lot of nostalgia, a lot of back in the day stuff. When Randy Moss rocked some custom Air Jordan 11s during the 2000 divisional round and took both catches to the house. So beat the Saints in the divisional round. We don't talk about the NFC title game, but yeah, the custom Jordan 11s. So. They're not the Concords, but the OG high tops, maybe the mids. I don't know. But, yeah, the purple instead of the black. Also, he had a gold Jumpman logo. Yeah, Moss had his own signature Jordan shoe. I believe he had 2 of them from back in the day. And Randy commented, money, it's got to be the shoes. It's great, man. Also, you forget how bad that Metrodome turf was. So, when my high school team won the state championship, we played 2 games on the Metrodome turf. It was bad. Like, they basically just spray painted cement green and put like that indoor-outdoor carpet you get for like 39 cents a square foot at Menards on top of it. It was just not good. Now, you understood why a lot of players wore long sleeves when they play in the dome. It was just not good. Something that's really good, though. So, I do have this quasi-weird standing rule when it comes to football jerseys. I can only get jerseys of players that are older than me. I don't know why, because it doesn't apply to basketball or baseball, but I don't know. Well, maybe baseball, yeah. But with football, I mean, what looks really good is you get like the old school player, but in the new style jersey. And not gonna lie, this looks really, really freaking good. Now, they're backed up with orders on the NFL shop, so I might have to go to China to get one of these. But either way, actually, also, you're not putting the business out there. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. But I feel like. So some of the less than savory sites are the only way to get stitched numbers anymore. It's bad. It's no bueno. Fanatics, man. Just. Anyways, that is it. That's it. Vikings news done for this beautiful Monday. You're beautiful people. Have a beautiful day. You're the best. Skol.